Special K, and tonight we're going to be reviewing DrinkTank Growlers.
So many DrinkTank Growlers.
So DrinkTank was nice enough to send us 3 of their growlers. They also sent us the pressurized growler cap. That's going to be for a different review, but tonight we're just going to be talking about the growlers. As usual, I do our normal growler test on them, so I fill them with ice water, leave them on my counter for an extended period of time, see how long they stay below, generally like 45 degrees, which is drinking temperature. They state that they'll go up to 48 hours for cold temperatures. I got about 44, and it stayed 44 hours that kept it under 45 degrees Fahrenheit. So pretty good. That was about the same for all of them. This one went slightly longer. Like
that makes sense. It's got more space.
At like 45 minutes and 45 minutes longer. This one went like 10 or 15 minutes longer. So this one holds 128 ounces. This is a 64 standard growler. This is essentially a gallon growler.
Yeah.
And this guy is the growlette, or the 32 ouncer. They all have the capability of having the pressurized cap on, so they all have the capability of becoming pressurized growlers.
Pressurized cap is pretty nifty.
Which is nice because then this becomes, it doesn't become a unitasker anymore. It'll do multiple things, which is nice. Double line, comes in these powder coated colors, quite a few different colors. They also
there are so many colors.
Yeah, like here's a blue one.
One that's black with the pouring tip on.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that in a little
bit. Always good choice.
So, the thing that sets these apart from a lot of pressurized growlers is the cap. It has a snap down cap, sort of like Stanley does, but this one has a double snap. So it has these 2 latches, so it latches down.
It's a very massive snap.
Yeah, and the caps are super heavy duty, nice and thick, stainless steel. I think there's cork in the inside of them.
They are cork lined.
They're insulated. The caps are insulated, which will help with keeping the brew cold. We actually have some Yingling in that one. Filling growlers right now is a little difficult in Kentucky, but there are a few places that still do. It does have their like little logo and their website inside there. That's interesting. Very nice growlers, though. I will say very nice. Now, the downside to these growlers is price. So
they're pricey.
They are on the higher end of prices for these types of growlers. You can get a Stanley 64 ounce for about 40 bucks. This guy is equivalent to that one.
Yep.
This one's like 65.
No, it's not too bad.
But they have sales, so you can get it closer to that price. Again, this one will do the pressurized growler cap, and it does last slightly longer than the Stanley as far as insulation goes, if that matters to you. If you're camping or something.
Yeah, if you're camping, it's really kind of important.
Yeah.
I'd say it's up there as far as things that are important to me.
Having these different size options is nice. So again, like the Stanley or any of the other comparable double line growlers, like the what was the Orca? The Orca.
Yeah, that's right.
Or the Sobu, or some of the other ones. These have 32, 64, and 128, which is nice. Again, generally I like to use 128 ounces, especially for pressurized ones. If I'm just drinking for myself, I generally get a 64 ouncer. If I'm drinking with the guys, I want a 128. If I'm getting like KBS or something expensive, I would definitely want to do one of these guys right there.
See, I have the opposite direction. If I'm gonna get KBS, I'll take one of these and then see if they fill it up for a normal price for a normal size growler. Because they might. It's happened more than once to us.
Do not bleach and do not microwave. Makes sense.
The only, in all fairness, this is a really good growler. There's only one thing that I'm not a huge fan of, and I feel like I need to get this out there right now. It seems like you should open it like this, and these will spring back up on some of them. They'll spring back up. You gotta lift these handles back up, and then they sort of lock down.
They do.
Like it will stay down as long as you have the black handles up. So you go down and then back up to open these. Apart from that, though, it's a really nifty way of holding a growler closed. Also, the lid has to go on in a very specific way. Otherwise, the lid just won't go on.
I also will say that the handles are really, really nice. They're plastic, but they're very, very sturdy. There's no wobble to them, and also because of the angle at them, it pours really, really well. Unlike some of them, the handles get too close, so you can't quite get a good pour.
The handle is up here or down here.
This gives you a good pour and it gives you good control. And I'd be okay with strapping that to a bag strap or something. Well, not this big one, but maybe one of the smaller ones. I don't know if I'd strap that big daddy to one.
Also, instead of having hidden hardware, these have got the screws on the outside on all of them. So the screws are slightly different. This has got some screws with knurling, and these are more low clearance screws. But you can, if it gets loose, you can tighten it back up again, and I'm pretty sure there's Chicago screws, so it goes like that.
I mean, like I said, these are some crazy snaps. So they definitely hold really well. They hold the pressure, no leaks. They keep beer fresh. They say 30 days on the website. Now we do a freshness test, but I don't use beer. I'd use Sam's Club soda.
Yeah, something really cheap. Yeah.
So I'll put Sam's Club soda in here and see if it's
Sam's Choice.
Sam's Choice, whatever. I'll put Sam's Choice soda in here for 30 days to see how well it keeps its carbonation after 30 days in the growler.
If you open it, it should pop the lid off just a little bit.
So 30 days, it was kind of flat in the fridge, but we've had these for like 3 months now at this point.
We've had them for quite a while.
But
had our time to put them through their paces.
I did 30 days on the big boy. I did 15 days on this one. Generally 30 days, it was too long, at least for the Sam's Club soda. It was kind of flat, it was kind of gross. 15 days was absolutely fine. And I think that's the golden, in my opinion, you don't want to go over 14 to 15 days for beer anyway.
Even if it's in a thing this size, I don't think that 15 days would be kind of pushing
it. That's the max
for the amount of time that I'd have it in my refrigerator.
That's what I said. I was surprised the website said 30 days because you're not going to keep beer. If you keep beer for 30 days in a growler, it's not going to be good. No matter. So that's why. But we did test 30 days, and it definitely did not make that mark. But again, 14 to 15 days is the max. So 2 weeks is the max. You should really be keeping beer. And if you keep beer longer than that, you shouldn't be filling up growlers.
I mean.
Now the pressurized growlers keep a little bit longer than that. You can get 30 days out of a pressurized growler.
Yeah, and
speaking of that,
they have a pressurized setup for their growlers.
So this is the pressure cap. All it is a similar cap to this. The only difference is it has a little nipple with CO2 and then has a cord coming out. Now the way the CO2 cartridge works, it has a little adapter. Hold that upside down. It has a little adapter. And it takes the CO2 cartridges. The CO2 cartridge goes on the adapter, and then you just give it a little push, and it fills the tank up with air.
Gives you a little shot of CO2, pressurizes your growler.
The nice thing is any of these growlers can do that. So the caps are the same size and all, so any of these have the availability to use this pressurized cap, which is nice. But we're going to do a more thorough review of this because it did have some issues, and we'll talk about it.
It's an interesting idea. I gotta give them points for an interesting idea. I will.
So, real quick, let's talk about another downside is the price on these. This Big Daddy right here is over $100.
It's gonna hurt just a little bit.
Which is pretty pricey. Again, there's not too many 128s that are this big on the market. Or sorry, 128s that are on the market in the growler size.
Yeah, just in general.
Yeah, there aren't too many. So 100 is but it's gonna last you a good long time. I mean, there's nothing on here that's really gonna.
You have like 4 people that are going on a camping trip together? There you go.
These guys range from 60 to 70 depending on color and whatever you get. And you can get the cap, the pressurized cap thrown within it. These, that price varies too. And then this guy is 40-ish, 45 bucks. Again, a little on the pricey side for growlers. This one is 20 more than I think it should be. This one's also 20 more than I think it should be. This one's like 10.
Yeah.
But again, they do sales, so they have sales on their website. They have promo codes you can get. Not that we're not affiliated with the company.
Stick around for a sale.
Yeah, we're not affiliated with DrinkTank by any means, but these, like I said, were sent to us. Overall, good quality growlers. Do I think it's better than the Orca, which is our top-rated growler on the market? That's hard to say because the Orca is no longer in production. So I guess technically yes.
I think they are. They are because of the standardized lid.
Okay, so these are better than the Orca. I'm going to say why. The lid on the Orca sucks, though it seals well because it's a screw cap, and I don't like it. The Orca is also ugly. It's so ugly. It looks like a silo. It looks like a tin can and a silo.
A nerd designed that.
Yeah. These look slick. If this was full of beer and you had a bear, you had to fight a bear. I mean, I'm pretty sure You could probably kill the bear with this if you hit it on.
Yeah, you might be able to. That's,
or you could just open it up
of liquid
and just sit it down and let the bear go to town on the beer. If he drank 128 ounces, he would probably be drunk.
And then you can just push the beer over and roll it down, or the bear down and roll it down the hill. Yeah.
He's probably going to want some pub mix after that.
Probably.
Some squirrel. That's what squirrels are. Pub mix.
I really do like the closure on these, just because I can take the top off of this one, put it on this one, and I can take the pressurized top, I can take it off of this one and put it on this one.
Yeah, so if you do have multiple one of these, you don't have to have multiple pressurized caps, which is, again, a benefit.
Yeah.
CO2, these take a pretty standard CO2 cartridge. Some of the pressurized growlers, they have specific CO2 like cartridge you have to use, like special
you got to use the little ones with threading or the long.
These take a pretty standard CO2 cartridge you can get just about anywhere. Again, we're not going to review the pressurized one as a whole, but I do like these growlers. I wish they were cheaper. However, I'm still going to go ahead and recommend them. They're still very good quality growlers. If you're looking for primo high-end growlers, something that's going to hold up, this definitely would be a good choice. Would I say this is an entry-level growler? I don't think so. I think you're better off maybe with a Stanley or something a little bit cheaper as an entry level. However,
see how you like it.
However, if you want that versatility of that pressurized growler function, or you're looking for a premium growler, this is absolutely the way to go.
Okay.
So, what about you, Radar?
I also suggest these. The price is high. I have a hard time suggesting it based off the price and some of the other ones that we've had in the past, but this is like the easiest entry-level pressurized growler. They're not the cheapest pressurized growler, but you buy this one, and then like 2 or 3 paychecks down the road when you've recovered, then you buy the cap, the pressure cap.
Well, they do a discount.
Now you have a pressurized growler.
They do a discounted bundle if you buy them together.
That is true. They'd be better if you could afford to get one together, but together they're just the pressurized cap and this size is like $90. It's kind of expensive.
Yeah.
But it's a good way to get into having a pressurized growler.
Yeah, like I said, it does more than one thing, which is nice.
Alton Brown would love this.
Yeah, and again, like the Stanley, I always thought Stanley should have done something like that, but not all vessels are made to hold pressure like that. So a lot of these can't hold pressure. It was smart on their part to make these being able to hold pressure.
It was a good choice, yeah.
And we have done some other growlers on the market for sure, and like I said, these are easily some of the best quality growlers out there. Like I said, but you kind of get what you pay for, Yeah.
Most certainly.
All right, well, if you'd like to see more growler reviews on the channel, you can leave a comment down below. Don't forget to hit the like button. Check us out on Facebook, Patreon, Instagram, and our website. I'm Special K.
And I'm Radar.
Thanks for watching. Check out that Facebook